We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
That's fine. Yeah.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down.
Gun.
Mike 51.
Jumbo.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Blue 58.
Mike 49.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Try to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Jumbo.
80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Blitz.
They get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
I see you. Oh, I got him. Rush it.
Hey, Lex. Jumbo.
51's the Mike.
And again, it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Blue 58.
3 down.
Zoom.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Check safety.
Watch you now, Barney.
Motion.
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. Past the 20. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down.
Jumbo!
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Well, getting to the quarterback, that's an area Buffalo really wants to improve this season.
Hard to believe they went to the playoffs last year. Just 27 sacks on the season. Would that rank in the league? 29th
Tied
overall?
for 29th,
Tied for 29th. If they want to get back to the playoffs, they'll have to up that number deep into the 30s.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Motion.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This is taken at the 18. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
3 down.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Jumbo! Gun.
Mike 51.
Tight end.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Jumbo!
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
3 down, get on! Tight end.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
3 down.
Wide right. Zoom.
Right here, guys. Fight.
3 down, get on!
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Fielded at the 33. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So good field position for the Bills as they come up first and 10.
Barney, Barney.
Check 31, check 31. Check.
Watch you now, Barney.
Slam.
Now they'll try and run a sweep to McCoy. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end.
Gun.
Hey, guys, double tight. 3 down.
On play action, Allen. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check.
Now Allen. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Let's go.
Here's Matt Darr now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Strong right.
Zoom. Gun.
3 down.
319.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Reset. Hey, easy. Gun.
49.
Gun.
Mike. 49's a Mike.
On 3rd down, Rodgers throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
It's coming again.
That'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Over.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This our time.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Zoom.
Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught outright by Graham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Get him, boys.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hey, where y'all going? Zoom.
Don't get nervous.
Gun.
Rodgers again now. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Allen going to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Back. Detroit!
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Trips. Watch him now, Barney. 83's me.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. 17.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Blue 58.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, watch the lane.
Rodgers now on first down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
49's the mic. Watch 40.
Now Rodgers looking to throw on second down. A dump underneath to Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
319. Gun. 319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
So, hey, let's go. Come on.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Out. 3 down. Out.
319.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
He wasn't ready. Bang, 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 bang,
On second down, it's McCoy. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season. As a running back, 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo, and Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Yeldon. Room to run past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Leopard!
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there.
He's checking crash.
Gun!
Mike 38!
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Detroit!
Watch tight end. Hey, guys, check me out.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah. Flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
319.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Jones breaking from the count, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They're spinning away. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
4 down.
Jackson now to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Gun.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Yeah, Liz. Hey.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, check 26.
Three down.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kenny Clark forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back now at Lambeau. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Bills on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Gun! Detroit!
Kill. Check motion.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
The Bills on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Gun!
Hey, I'm coming after you.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Scat 300!
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Crash! We got 3. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Gun.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4.
You got it!
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Touchdown, baby. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Looking downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch that.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
3 down.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
4 down. Check.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
No.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, Jackson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Bills on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes able to drop him for a loss of 4.
88.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14.
Alert! 3 down.
Zoom. Jumbo!
51's the mic.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Jumbo!
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end right.
Yeah, Liz. 319.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rodgers throwing here. Under pressure here, and down he goes.
Let's go, come on.
Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Gun.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
It's a loss of 14 that time, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Gun. Gun.
Hey.
Gun.
Check me out. We got 3 down.
Jumbo.
58, boys.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's 4th down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Back onto the field now comes the Bills' offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. First career pick for the rookie Josh Jackson. So that one will be accepted.
All day, baby. All day. Nice pick.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Move. 4 down.
Jumbo.
Rodgers looking to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. Caught on the right side by Jones. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather, of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game.